Alright, I usually hate to mandate having video content to go along with layout stuff that I do, but the state of the new factory stuff in 1.1 and kind of necessitates blueprint be split into multiple parts, and that's really hard to explain without an actual video guide to follow along with, and all the additional connections that need to be done between the different parts and all that. So here we are, completely fresh ERC. It's fully upgraded, so it's 70 times 70. I'm not sure if this will fit in a second upgrade, but I think it will. Don't take my word for it. I cannot guarantee that. So yeah, first thing we need to do is put the bus down. Wuling's bus system is very, very flexible in that you can put it anywhere, but just out of habit, I had it in a row just because I'm so used to braining builds that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 depot bus. So if you go into the blueprints that I have, there's a bottom, there's a top. These two go together, and I tried to make them contiguous in that we're going to make 2 pairs of them, and each of those individual parts are identical to each other, which makes this a little bit easier to understand. Then the Yazhen A, which goes in between them, because the new Wuling batteries need the output from the the Cuprium. Basically, the sewage that comes from smelting the new Cuprium is used in the battery. And then there's a little bit more auxiliary stuff that just helps to reduce the amount of extra manual work that's needed. So the first thing we need to do is bottom, put this here, like that, right up against the edge. This makes our dense Originium Ore. And then we put the Yazhen, like I said, it goes in between the 2 pairs, and it should fit very nicely like that. See, it's flush against this one. And then we put another bottom as far in as it will go. It's not flush anymore, but it's as far in as it will. So yeah, there's one hole here and there's one hole here. You can see there's pipe inputs. There's 1, 2 pipe inputs. This is for the Yazhen stuff. And then we put the tops in as well. So this can be done pretty easily. So it connects very neatly. The best way to make sure it's in the correct place is looking at this bottom right corner. This curve should connect to the belt that already exists. So we're going to put one more again, the top, and there it is. It connects like that. So that's our full 12 per minute battery setup. And then I'm just going to add the auxiliary as well. Like I said, it's this one you can do it manually. It's really not much extra stuff, but just for convenience. See the pipe at the top, it connects like that. There's no other place you can put it anyway. Like in any other direction, it will not place down. So it's pretty easy to tell where the correct place is. Put it down. This is basically extra sand leaf to go into the build. Now, unfortunately, it does need to loop around because, like I said, I wanted these two to be identical to each other. The reason for that is because pipes in this game, the buildings that use pipes cannot change their input, so it's impossible to mirror, unfortunately. So we're stuck with this. All right, so those are down. Now we need the water. So there needs to be 4 extractors here and 5 here. I'll get into the maths of that later, but for now, let's just put them down. So resourcing, fluid pump, not water extractor. Same difference anyway. So like I said, 4 on this side and 5 on the other side. Let me just put them down. 1. Oh god. 2. Can I actually? I can't put you can't put blueprints outside, so this got to be done manually. Fluid pump. 3. 4. And on the side, same thing. 1. Well, here is 5. 2. 3. 4. 5. And now get them power. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, unfortunately this cannot be blueprinted, so as much as I want to help people out, my hands are tied there. So logistics, pipe, converger, so it's 2 pairs. One here, one here. So each of the pipes can hold 2 per second of water, and each of the fluid pumps 1 per second. So it's two into a single pipe. All right. So the configuration here is there's 5 of them down here, but it's in a group of 2, 1 in the middle, and then 2. Let me just do the pipes now, so it's easier to see. So these 2, like I said, it connects together like that. These 2 connect. These 2 connect, and this one is by itself. So we can already hook up the ones here. I mean, we might as well. There's the only thing to do left in the build anyway. Let's go this way and just connect it like that. Nice and easy. This one is by itself. Comes here. It goes into the other existing pipe connection here. So you can see the water is traveling here, and this thing will start running soon. This one's a little bit tricky. There's no way for me to actually blueprint this for whatever reason that the game would not allow me to do it. Just follow along this existing pipe. It goes into this splitter, in the pipe bridge here. Continue following this. You can see after you connect it, the pipe becomes more visible, and it goes all the way up to this existing pipe here. Again, I apologize, the game would not let me actually copy this, but hopefully with this step by step it's easy enough to see what's going on. So yeah, 3 pipes here, and then 2 pairs here. Let me just actually connect them now as well. Why the hell not? So this one, you can see the pipe very easily here. What? Okay, fine. It's complaining the pipe is too long. I mean, they complain my work shift is too long, so I understand. Anyway, the way to extend pipes is obviously using pipe control pods. It divides the pipe into 2. So get rid of this. We need to set this to water, just so that water actually can go through the pipe control. And then connect the pipe. Like that. So yeah, all the water is being fed now. And this one does not need it because it's supplied by the same pipe over here. It just takes a little bit longer to fill up. So that being said, the water is done. We need to connect the sewage now. Again, unfortunately, the blueprints does not allow me to do this. So it's basically easy. Like there is a little bit of pipe jutting already. You just need to go around and connect it to this input in between the crucibles. Same thing here. There already is a pipe end here. Go across and into the crucible here. So that's the sewage connected. That should be it for the pipes, thank God. And then we need to fill out the planters as usual. For any blueprints, after everything else is done, you need to manually fill the planters. So it is what it is. This sand leaf, there's 4 sand leaf along the middle. Second one, third one, fourth one, sand leaf as well. And then there's 2 more sand leaf here. There's 6 sand leaves total. It's kind of a crazy. I mean, this is everything that's needed for the outpost. So you don't need to worry about anything else after you put this up. Obviously, like the components, the Cuprium components are separate, but you have an entire sub pack to do whatever you want there. Whether it's liquid Xiranite for the blight or the components or whatever, it's completely free for it to be used. So that's the sand leaf, and there are, if I'm not mistaken, 5 of the Yazhens. So let's just set that up. Two pairs and 1 in the middle. We already did the 1 in the middle, so this 1 pair, the second pair. Alright, so all our loops should be going, water is being supplied, everything should be running as soon as stuff saturates. It takes a while to saturate as usual. It's a factory game. with with a so-called simulation. Like this thing is jammed because the water is still like saturating in these two, and then after these two like hit 50 or 50, then like the rest will go here, and then this will stop like stalling like that. But yeah, the only other thing that I can say about this build is I didn't mention that the Xiranite, I mean the Cuprium components can be made in the sub pack. If you want to do that, you need some Xiranite in the depot. And obviously you probably need Xiranite to build other stuff as well. So the way that this build accounts for that is I left a space here where you can put a protocol storage. It's not in the blueprint because it's optional. You can put one here and just basically shunt some Xiranite straight into the depot this way. Same thing can be done on the other side. Like I said, they are identical builds. So if you just want it a little bit faster. I've never seen the point of like mass stocking Xiranite. I just stock whatever I need because the rest of it goes into batteries to sell to the Outpost. That's the entire point of the game, more or less. So yeah, let's just watch for all and just make sure that everything goes as it should. See if I missed anything. Okay, this thing is working now. So the zircon should be coming out soon. You can see the sewage is being treated here. This thing's taking a while to, because this thing had the sand leaf go all around. Now that it's finally propagated, this thing is starting up as well. This site seems to be more or less already in the equilibrium state. Okay, it's not yet. This thing still is... Okay. Yeah, there we go. So now this forge is also at 100% efficiency. So this thing should be coming out twice as fast now. No? Oh, right. I forgot. I did that for an example. You don't need that. I'm just going to disconnect it just so that this thing saturates faster, just so we can see here as well. I'm going to remove this. But yeah, like I said, this is optional if you want. Well, everyone is going to need Xiranite in the depot at some point or another. So, but I didn't because if I put it there and people put the blueprint down, this will underfeed and people go like, why is this blueprint not working? But so just having people actually manually do this helps to understand what's going on. But yeah, so that's it. That's the entire thing. 1.1 factory stuff done. You don't need to worry about anything anymore. This is just copy homework, man. It's so easy. All right, so it seems like this has stopped stalling as well. And if you go and look at the stats, it should be 12 per minute of the battery. It's only 6 right now. The theoretical is 12, and then the Yazhen has started like making it full tilt. The reason this is not yet, I'm assuming, is because that sand leaf snaked around the top. Like I said, it's taking a while to saturate, and once this starts working, which is now, not yet, not at 100% efficiency, obviously. But yeah, you can see now the Xiranite is saturated on the belts here, so this will saturate as well. And yeah, so everything is going. These things are so hard to gauge because there's no like status bar, so you can see whether it's moving or not. I understand why, because they can actually make multiple in a single building, but oh well. At least this one you can see, like it's coming up every 2 seconds. So this is saturated now, so this should be making our other 6 per minute. So waiting for that and checking the AIC page again later, I just wanted to point out 2 things. Obviously it's already handled this blueprint, but if people are making their own setups, one of the first things to note is this building outputs sewage, and this one accepts sewage. The issue, I feel like the designers wanted it to do a feedback loop. You have to deal with byproduct. The problem with any kind of feedback loop is it's prone to failure. Like if you're siphoning stuff out and this one is not 100% efficiency, stuff might build up. It might come to a point where the buffer is full, and none of it moves at all. So the best practice here is to have all the output from this feed this thing, and then this one gets sunk, so there's no loop involved, so there's less chance of stuff breaking. The second thing that a very helpful person pointed out is, so this has 2 Xiranite inputs, and the reason for that is you can actually daisy chain them. So 2 input, and it comes out here and it feeds the next one over here like that, and it saves a lot of space because you can have them in a row now. I mean, just looking at this, you could actually have this come down here like that. So maybe I'm just full of shit, but it's fun to be able to do stuff like that. if any other like build type needs that. So it's good to note that you can do this. So yeah, that's it. And let's check the IIC page again just to make sure we are good to go. There we go, 12 and 6. And the usage is, well, in theory it is correct. This one is taking time to spin up, but it will eventually hit 480 yield as well, as the buffers run out and everything starts moving as it should. A lot of it's backed up because it wasn't all connected at the same time. But yeah, that's it. The blueprint links, at least for Asia right now, are in the YouTube description. I'm having a friend recreate this in NAEU, so there probably will be blueprints on the other regions soon. So yeah, that's it. Cool.